All right, what's good, y'all? This is Midas Drop Podcast. We are Midas Print. Today we have a special guest. He goes by the name Av, and he's gonna go into his story. We're gonna go right into it.
Yeah, okay. So I'm Av, y'all. Av MacArthur.
Mhm,
That's my name in full if you're looking for me on DSPs and stuff like that. I'm a musician.
mhm,
I'm from Oakland, California. I'm currently in school right now down south in Texas. I go to Texas Southern University and I'm
mhm.
studying communications.
Okay, that's a good
Um,
one.
what else about me? Like I grew up kind of artist. I did sports and then I
Hmm.
transitioned that energy from sports kind of into like the art realm.
Hmm.
And I did that with like fashion design in high school. We had like
Hmm.
academies and stuff. So my academy was garment design, fashion
Hmm.
illustration and stuff. So we went on from there to me going to college
Hmm.
thinking I went to Berkeley City College
Yeah,
and I thought I was going to be a fashion major and go to the London Institute of Fashion,
yeah.
but it ended up like the passion slipped away like in the freshman year of college, like it went
Wow.
away real like quick. So I was like, okay, what am I about to do? And then my friend, his name Angel, he was like, "Come to the
Hmm.
studio." I went to the studio with him. We shot this. We did this song, and then we shot a video for it and shit. And it was like going crazy. I could cuss, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. So we shot a video, and it was going crazy. And so from there, I was like, okay, let me go back the next weekend and record some stuff. So I
Yeah,
went back and I recorded my own stuff. And from there, I just been making music. You know, I just been putting in the work, trying to get my name out there,
yeah.
doing my thing.
And so, like, what happened to the passion for the fashion and going to Berkeley? What happened?
Um,
Like, it's interesting.
I don't I don't really know. I think like I didn't lose it, but it just was like redirected. Like I'm a person like
Okay.
I'm a creative that like I'm just gonna be creative. Like
Yeah, yeah.
nothing's gonna stop me from being creative. So if I lose interest in one outlet, I'll
Hmm.
just find like another outlet.
Now I can respect that because like um I don't know, people like to say I get off track or anything like that, but it's not even that. It's just it's like you felt something when you were doing it because you thought it was gonna be good, and then eventually you're like, okay, I'm thinking something else now.
Yeah.
Now let's go try that. It's kind of like just trying to shift to what really fits you, and
Yeah.
then I think you already have like that fashion sense. So like music and mixing with that, you're
Yeah.
already there. So that's one thing I'm catching on, like just like seeing you and then checking out your IG page. You got very good fashion sense. So I'm like,
I'm
okay, it
sorry.
makes sense when
Anytime.
you talk about Berkeley and
Yeah.
going into fashion design. So it makes sense. But
Not Cal Berkeley. Berkeley
oh,
City.
okay, Berkeley City.
Berkeley
Okay,
City, yes.
I'm
So
thinking Berkeley.
Berkeley City is literally on the same block. I want to, or like
Uh
literally
huh.
like a block away from Cal Berkeley. So we're intertwined with them a lot.
Oh,
So like a lot of
okay.
my friend group goes to Cal,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was going to Berkeley City knowing that I wanted to transition into like an all black school. So I kind of
Mm.
had to do my 2 years there and then transfer into the university.
So what was that like? Like having to do those 2 years, but knowing you wanted to go to HBCU.
It was fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I had like a great time just because I
Mhm.
was home and then like I wasn't living at home at the time. I had moved out and had like
Yeah.
my own little spot in Berkeley. So
Uh,
I was chilling. Like
yeah.
it was a cool little time for me. And then COVID hit, so I was chilling in Berkeley, making music, going back and forth from LA because we didn't have to work. It was no school and stuff. So I was just like that was a great time for me.
COVID?
Yeah. Or like not COVID, but like that was my freshman and sophomore year. So like
For real?
yeah, college. I
Dang.
graduated 2019. We got to college and literally we was like first
What the
semester and it was
heck?
like, oh, world stopped. Like,
The
oh, okay.
world the world stopped.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So like what is that experience like being a COVID college student? Like I don't really hear too many people talk about I don't run into too many people that actually
Went
have that
through it.
experience. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard at first. It was scary as hell at first
Yeah.
because nobody really knew what was going on, who was going on. And then like I
Uh,
lived in a co-op at the time. So it was like
yeah.
I have people in this building with me, like, hey, hold on. I don't know what this disease, virus, whatever y'all talking about
Mhm.
is, and it's just, you know, running around.
Yeah.
In California, they take real precaution to protect us a lot. So they
Mm.
it was being put
Right.
on thick. Like it was a serious thing. Like we was masked up, wasn't playing. I was working at Starbucks at the
Mhm.
time. They had us serving out the window. Like we couldn't even serve people one on one, but we had to serve for the like first responders and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was a crazy. It was like real dystopian in my my head because I was like, okay, wait, we're like really on lockdown. Like it's like I'm going back and forth to work. This ain't even really a job. Like this is Hunger Games.
Right,
And it
right.
was like, okay, all the while we still in school. Like we still trying to do classes. We still like they're like, okay, now we're just trying to transition to online.
Mhm.
And I don't feel like we caused enough of a ruckus about
Yeah.
like how dare y'all and like not pay back our tuition and like because we know that this
Wow.
is not no we're paying for a experience when we
Yeah,
go to
yeah, yeah,
college.
yeah.
This
You're
isn't
right.
like
You're right.
I could have learned half this on YouTube. So it really y'all played hard and I want some money back from that. Like
Right.
for real. It wasn't we didn't get our just due for that. But it was a crazy time.
Dang.
COVID for sure.
So like you feel like online should be like a lot more cheaper. There should have been like a bigger refund from that
I feel like they
because
should have shut it down.
yeah, the experience was like stolen.
Y'all should have shut it down.
Yeah.
That was it was very money hungry.
Mhm.
There was no need for us to continue to be in school. Y'all could have shut down the college
Yeah.
education system for that, for like people taking care of their families and stuff. It was just inhumane to me. It's like it was no need for us to keep going on. And then like we're
Yeah.
stressing about family. Okay, some of us we're in college. Like some of my friends were
Mhm.
countries away from their family, like worried about their families,
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
worry
you're
about
right.
school,
You're
and
right.
it's like, bro, it was too much. It was too much. Like it wasn't cool.
So I'm guessing that was like a traumatic experience, but like I want to know how did that fuel your passion for music?
I
Because
was
you
just
say
gonna
you was
say,
making music during
yeah, I
COVID,
was just
right?
gonna say, I'm like a person that I take trauma. I like not make light of my trauma, but like I do something with it. Like I'm not just gonna have trauma and
Yeah,
just be
yeah,
like,
yeah. That's how I
oh,
am too. Because I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
So I had started. I had a bass. I bought a bass in high school, but I had never really got into music because at the time I was doing photography
So
and
is bass
fashion
like a
stuff.
guitar
Yeah,
or
bass
okay,
guitar.
okay.
It was like the easiest. It had 4 strings, so I thought it was easier, but it really is. It controls the groove of the whole movement, so it's like
Yeah,
that's really you got to know what you're doing.
yeah.
So I was playing with it around in COVID, and
Hmm.
then I ended up my friend Quajay had a Ableton board, which is
Yeah,
like the producer, the toot with the buttons and the
yeah,
boop,
yeah,
boop, boop,
yeah,
boop, boop,
yeah.
bop. So I ended up
Okay.
messing around with that, and I was like, okay, let me learn how to produce because I at the time
Hmm.
after this was like I want to say November was when I went to the studio with my friend for the first time, and that was my
Yeah.
first time in studio.
Hmm.
Then I would say COVID hit, so that was like what 4 or 5 months later. I had
Hmm.
already realized by that time like type beats suck. The producers on YouTube can't produce for R&B artists. Like it's
Yeah,
not an authentic type of beat
yeah.
oftentimes. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to do it myself. And so I
Mm.
kind of went into that kind of well, I got all this time on my hands, we in
Yeah,
school,
yeah.
we getting this money, let me just produce some stuff. And I produced the beats and I had wrote a lot of songs. And I was just reaching out to people at that like I'm a good
Hmm.
networking person, which is why
Right,
I
right,
got
right.
I'm in my degree that I'm in because like I just went around
And
talking
that's
to other
funny.
musicians.
That's funny
Yeah,
because mine was communications too. So that's why I'm a huge advocate for networking.
I love
So
networking. Like honestly, it's
that's where the
underrated
money's at.
for real. It's where the opportunities are
Right.
too.
You're right.
Because at the end of the day, if you're not networking, nobody gonna know who you are.
You're right.
And so, with that being said, that's why at the time I was just like, I'm new in the game, and I
Hmm.
think I was a little hungrier. And being that I was back home, I felt more protected. So I just
Yeah.
was getting out there more and like, okay, you do
Okay.
music. What's up? We going to the studio, you know. But then like now I'm out here, and it's kind of like it's clips.
It's a whole different experience, right?
It's clicky out here
Like homesickness. I know that's a big thing because even when I was going to college, my freshman year in Kentucky, I was only an hour and a half away.
from home.
Yeah, and I was still like,
I
"Oh, this
was
sucks."
20 minutes.
20 minutes,
Yeah,
bro. That's a breeze. But for me, I was like, I'm homesick. I want to go home.
I am. I'm like that now.
Yeah,
But when
but
at
geez, do
Berkeley
you
City,
like
I'm miles away
days
now.
away?
Yeah,
Well, a day or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
thousands of miles. But it'd be
Sheesh.
hard. Like, yeah, my sister, she just had my niece, so
Uh huh.
like
And then trying to go back home for that.
yeah, like I just missed her birthday, and I was like real sad about that. So now my sister she be calling me all the time to like show me my niece. It's like okay, it's nice.
That makes good music,
I
I
mean,
guess.
I'm not even going because I'll cry. Like I get in the studio and cry. Like, well, I'm not gonna talk about that.
But
Like
hey, that's what moves people. 'Cause I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that have that same experience. Like,
for real, need to
especially
do
like
it.
you said, those students that like are from like overseas coming here, and then the COVID thing happened.
Yeah,
You just imagine like you saying just your whole experience about chasing your dream, coming to wherever you got to go
that's so
to
funny you
chase
call
it.
it that because I do not call it that.
What?
Chasing my dream, coming out here like what? This is crazy.
So what do you call it?
Uh,
I mean, just
a chapter.
okay. Well, I
I would
mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like the chasing my dream is like the whole thing.
Oh
Like
yeah,
this
okay.
isn't
To be from
this
a broad
wasn't.
perspective.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay.
coming to Texas, I could have went so many other places.
Right,
Like
right.
and
Okay.
it
Because
just
you was
wasn't
talking about
it.
HBCU, so you got.
Clark was the no. Morehouse
Clark.
was the other one, but
Yeah.
they didn't have the major I
Clark
wanted. Clark had the
University.
major I wanted, and
Okay. That's an
NCAT had the
ATL,
major
right?
I wanted to.
That's in Georgia, right?
Yeah,
Atlanta?
and NCAT is North Carolina A&T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, see that makes sense. So we speaking on chapters because chasing dreams is broad.
Yeah.
So what chapter are you in?
I feel like right now I'm in like a reinvention chapter where I feel like I just changed my name to Av in
Yeah,
February.
yeah, okay.
So my first name was like initials of my real name, and then I was like, okay, somebody else is coming in the game with the same name, and they're
Right.
like prominent, building their name up. And at the time, it was hard to find me on like Spotify and Apple because my name
Yeah.
was so short and unrecognizable.
Right.
So I was like, okay, it's time to change. And then that kind of like sparked. So I
Mm-hmm.
say the chapter started February last year.
Mm.
So like we're still going, maybe.
It's
I don't know when it's
February.
gonna end,
So it's like a
but
year. Yeah.
maybe we're in the new chapter. Maybe that was like the preparation chapter. This is like the initiative chapter.
Initiative.
Maybe yeah,
Would you
subcategory.
give it like a different name to like something like crazy,
I would say yeah.
creative? Because you already a creative person, so I'm like, you wouldn't probably call it this shit. It'd probably be something else.
The chapter
Yeah.
I would call it. I'm a mono type of person when it comes to
Okay.
like
Mono.
literature. Like I like real
Okay.
like one word strong meaning. So like I would
Mm.
call it something like reinvention, or I would call it something like initiative,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
like just let the details of the story
Not
play out.
like serendipity or anything.
Yeah, like I'm
So
not going too deep into like I'm not quirky with it.
yeah,
Y'all gonna get it. And I think like even with my song names, it'd be like
straightforward.
this
Just
is what's going on.
but the experience of listening to your music is like a different
Yeah.
experience. Like I said, Frank Ocean, but obviously you have your own sound. But I do get like a Frank Ocean vibe, like with
Cause that's my brother.
the see. Right, I love Frank Ocean too, so I'm a little older than you, but like
But
me, I
I got on
was
Frank when he came out though.
for real.
I was young. My auntie, shout out Damo. My auntie,
Yeah.
she was very hip,
Uh
and so
huh.
like being in the Bay, a lot of that's our
Bro, I love
energy.
Cali. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
Yeah,
never been
like
out
that's our
there,
energy. You ain't never
but
been out there?
no, but like
Wow, you would love Oakland.
my dad traveled to Cali back and forth from Monroe, Louisiana. So that's the only reason I was being introduced because my dad had the experience. He was bringing it back.
Bro, California is a whole different vibe. That's what I'm saying. And like even coming out here at the college experiences is crazy. But
Yeah.
I love Frank. Um,
Who else?
very influential.
Yeah, for
Frank,
sure.
not even just in. I think people don't give Frank his flowers. Like Frank is literally like business
Mhm.
mogul man and musician wise. He's like done
Okay.
his due with the
Yeah.
industry for real. But Party Next Door. I really
Okay.
don't. Let me make
That
sure I
makes
get this.
sense.
Let me make sure I get this right because I feel like I haven't put it out there yet.
Okay.
Um, and it's a lot I'm gonna miss, and it's a lot I'm gonna name.
Okay.
I'm just go off. Miguel, Mario,
Mhm.
Party Next Door, Frank
Mhm.
Ocean, SZA, Kaylani, Erica Badu. I want to say Beyonce, Summer Walker,
Mm. Okay, there's a
um,
lot of good ones.
Anita Baker.
Okay.
I'm gonna give my last three. D'Angelo.
Dang. It's funny.
D'Angelo. Who's the last two? I want to make sure I get them. I don't have any two that I'll just say the two
The last
that
two.
I feel like I'm connected to right now.
Uh-huh.
Mariah the Scientist and Destin Conrad. I feel like those two, like I'm really connected
Destin
to them
Comer, okay.
musically right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And they're both on
I
my little
listen to music.
suggested thing on Apple Music. When you go
Yeah.
look, they're on my thing. I was like, bruh,
I listen to Destin Conrad. I listen to I don't remember the song. It was with what's her
Alex
name?
Isley,
Ombre.
Ombre,
Ombre, yeah.
uh, um,
Day Party. I like Day Party.
Day Party.
Yeah, I fuck with Day Party.
They're just good together. They're good together.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Kaylani's camp. That's why I
Yeah,
named
see.
Kaylani.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they're with Kaylani. So it's like
Damn.
they're
That
good.
makes sense.
Kaylani's from Oakland.
For real?
Kaylani's from Oakland. Kaylani's like
Dang,
top
y'all
two for me.
California is crazy with music.
We got Tony. Oakland is Tony,
Uh,
Kaylani, Zendaya, Angus Cloud. We got some other ones, J Wall,
mhm.
when I was gonna say LaRussell, but he's from Vallejo.
Yeah.
We got man, what? Come on now. Keisha Cole. We got
Y'all
everybody.
got everybody. So
We have the whole team,
and I
bro.
think so do you think like having that amount of people coming out of Oakland like pushes you to like drive and like move the needle
Yeah.
no matter where you're at. Because like in Houston, Houston is obviously you can tell it's a whole different vibe. Like Houston is I'm not even from Houston, but I can just tell it's a whole different vibe. Like
It's definitely a culture shock for
and
me.
do you feel like it will help you like redefine your whole sound, like trying to mix what we have down south with the West Coast?
I kind of already have a little bit
Yeah.
with my tone and like the diction I'm using in my songs, like the way
Yeah.
like for
Hmm.
my song "Sexy," I think
Yeah.
in the car I'm like I'm too damn sexy, and I'm too damn sexy. So like
Okay.
it's already doing its thing. But
Yeah. What's the song?
it's called "Sexy." It's like
Okay.
it's the first rap song I made.
What?
Yeah, like so.
So what genre you think you would be in? Is it
I'm
pop
not in
or
nothing. I hate
nothing?
genres. I don't like boxes.
You don't like genres?
I'm one of
Okay.
them. I'm not a genre type of dude.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, cause I don't even listen. Like I used to listen to just rap, but now I listen to like other songs. Like what one that I'm bumping now is "Bad Habit."
Bye.
I don't even know by the top of my head, but I'll share it with you.
Tove Lo.
I don't think so. But enough of that. Like I want to get into the freestyle you just dropped
Which one?
on Apple iTunes. I forgot the name.
Every time. Ah,
Yeah, every time freestyle. So
yes.
um I'm definitely gonna buy it. It's only $1, guys. It's
It's
only
on
$1. So
iTunes.
it's easy to buy. And he has a lot more music. Like it's crazy. Like I don't know
He has
how
definitely
often
more.
you put out
A lot.
a lot.
Not really. I dropped
So are
like
you
three
picky with
times.
your music? Like
Yeah,
what's the that's what I
very.
wanted to know. What is the method behind
So
the choice of music, and then are you like fuck it, I'm gonna put it out? You know what I'm saying? Are you like very, very picky or like
I would say I'm hard on myself
okay.
in the sense of that would make me picky. But like I'll give it to my like supporters if they want
Hmm.
it. So like often I'm a live streamer on an app called Bigo, and then I'll be going live on TikTok.
Yeah.
So like I'll be playing my stuff when I'm in the studio or when I'm at home listening, and I'll be
Hmm.
like, "Y'all want this one?" And they be like, "Where's that song?" Or I'll know by that, like when people coming back, like, "Where's this at? Where's it at?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so they were on that song like ever since I first started previewing it, and I was like,
Hmm.
"Okay, I want it for real." Because by the
Yeah.
time that song is old, so by the time now I'm
What?
dropping it, I've already recorded like 30 more songs.
So do you feel like it's mainly about timing? Cause you said the song was old.
Yeah. I feel like I'm real intentional with my rollouts. Like I don't
Hmm.
like sloppy rollouts. I don't like no rollout,
What is rollout? What do you mean by rollouts?
like basically like presenting my art, my project. Like being in
Yeah.
fashion, we
Uh-huh.
have to come from fashion illustration,
Hmm.
garment, you know, samples. Then we got to
Yeah.
make the garment. Then we got to present the garment. Then you got a fashion show.
Yeah.
So it's like that's how I kind of am with my music. Like I write the music, produce the beat, make the music. Then I'm thinking of the video, thinking of the outfits, thinking of what it's gonna like, whose podcast I'm gonna go on to like promote the song. So like people of that audience know,
Hmm.
you know, that kind of stuff. So that's like a rollout when you think of like the whole map out of what you
Damn.
about to do.
I,
And like
I
people don't be thinking of what they finna do. People don't be thinking of
I
what they
really
finna do.
don't. That's crazy. Like just hearing you talk about rollouts, I'm like, I've never
When
really
Frank Ocean
thought
said, "Do you
about
think that
that.
far ahead?"
What song is that, bro? I don't even remember.
uh,
Hey, so
I think it's thinking about you.
forever.
I've been thinking
Think
about
about you.
you.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, I remember I listened to that song. It was
that's the one. That's Frank's song.
that's a yeah, it's a classic.
That's
So,
Frank's song.
but that's crazy to roll out. Man, that's crazy. I ain't never thought about it.
Yeah.
So that's you're very particular.
Mhm.
I'm not that type of person. I'm
I'm
like,
just
well,
very like I'm so like that fashion makes you such a meticulous person because it's everything
yeah.
is very tedious and like you have to thread the machine and then you have to make sure all the measurements are right on the you have to sit there
Hmm.
and really take time with it. And I think when I said I transfer my creative energy, I don't lose it. Like I retain
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
techniques and mechanisms and stuff, and I think I'll just like be implementing it onto whatever I'm doing
Wow.
next. So it's kind of like that.
So like, what about like with sports? Do you like implement anything with that as
That's
well?
my competitiveness with like making sure my
Oh,
rollouts are like so
okay.
sports got me like real competitive and
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
fashion class is competitive as hell.
Yeah.
Like when it's one teacher in there and we all trying to present our designs and we all
Uh-huh.
trying to make sure we got the best design. We all trying to so it's like I like everything is competitive in the art realm. So I don't. That's why
Yeah.
I don't like when people try to make it seem like, oh, we're just all here and da-da-da. There's only one best albums award. There's one
Right.
best, like, so stop sitting here playing in my
Right.
face.
There's only one greatest of all time. Then
Like,
you
stop
got
sitting here
other
capping.
honorable mentions.
So yeah, like the competitiveness, it definitely came from sports and like that drive to like keep going, conditioning when I was doing football and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that popped back up in my head when I was like, okay, keep going.
For real?
Yeah, I hear
Bruh,
coaches
I've never
still in my head to this day, like
that's
still in my head to this
crazy.
day, like.
I do too, but I feel like it was a traumatic experience. Like,
But I told you I do stuff with my trauma.
yeah, yeah, you're right, you're right. That's
I
crazy.
be
That's the
storing it.
transformation.
I be storing it, trying to if it
Damn.
turned into something positive. Like my first show I did, I was having a panic attack right before I was gonna go on stage. I think I was like
So what
17.
was that like? What was that feeling like? What was that about? Like, was it your first time? Like
It was
stage
that, and it
fright?
was just like I'm a perfectionist, so I be
Mm.
scared to mess up. Not that I don't know what I'm doing, but I
Wow.
can know. Like I can have a whole rehearsal where I
Yeah.
eat.
Yeah.
When I go on stage and there's people there, it'd be like, don't mess up. And that be in my head like, don't
Mm.
mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up. And
Oh
so to
wow.
calm that down, like I got a tattoo that say you're not scared, you're excited. Cause my friend's dad, shout out to the Jacks band, Little Mamba,
Wow.
my people's,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
Haitians, I love y'all. Their
yeah.
their dad was their
Yeah.
manager at the time, and I was like opening for them. And they
Hmm.
basically was like, he was like, you're not scared, like you're excited, you're just excited right now.
Yeah.
It's like, now I'm on stage. And so yeah, I ended up getting a tattoo. It was like my first. These were my two first tattoos,
Yeah.
Oakland and this one.
So
So
so what so when you go on now, do you like look? Is this the first thing you look
I be
at?
thinking about it.
You just
Now it's
be
in my head.
also now you just be thinking about
Yeah,
it.
like it be already in my head. Like you're not like it's just people. Like
So
now,
that's the little thing for you.
yeah.
See, that's crazy.
So
It's
like
like a little symbol.
if I do look down at it, I'll be really reassured. But like it be already in my head now when I hit the stage. Like I still be nervous. Like I be nervous to do
So were
anything.
you strategic?
Huh?
Were you strategic where you like were the tattoo where you wanted to put it at?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was like, where am I gonna look at it?
Mm.
And then when I'm
And then
like,
you always writing, right?
yeah, or not even
Oh,
that. Like just when I
yeah.
just be like, if I need to look at it, like you know how you cheat in that test.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I was just
Oh,
like, where can
okay.
I put a tattoo right here?
Wow.
And it was
Damn,
like,
you are strategic. That's crazy. But like the nervousness now you look at as excitement. Because it's probably what it is,
yeah,
truly.
it's just like when I watch it, cause I be scared to
Do
like,
you rewatch it?
yeah. I just was
Oh
telling the
shit.
people at the like when I was ready, I'm like, I'm gonna rewatch this and like for the next interview, I'm gonna make sure I'm not like doing this and doing that and making sure like because these are all first for me. So I feel
Yeah.
like I should know what I'm doing. Like I should like players rewatch their highlights.
Right, right,
You would
right.
be dumb to sit here and be keep going on camera looking crazy, collar popped up.
Right,
You're
right.
not, you're not checking yourself. You're not making sure you're okay. And like I'm always have my own back, so
Yeah.
I make sure I'm good.
That's true. You always gonna have your own back.
Yeah,
So do you think about like what you're gonna do if you do mess up? Like, is that one of those things you
keep going,
like prepare yourself for?
keep going.
Keep going.
I've already messed up so many times,
For real?
and like yeah, I did talent shows in like school and
Yeah.
like I'm that kind of kid. Like and nothing's gonna stop me from getting on stage,
Okay.
nervousness or not. Now if
Okay.
I mess up on stage, we can laugh about it. Like y'all want to laugh? I would laugh too.
And
If
it's
I,
still good marketing. Like,
yeah, I'm
as
still like
long as you get
I
marketed,
still got up there and did what I had to do.
right?
Whether you like my performance or not, the song is good. Whether you like my performance or not, I'm still
Yeah.
gonna create. So it's like you can't let that stop you from going out there and connecting. And I don't even have to do like now I'm learning I don't have to overexert on
Hmm.
stage. So I was such a perfectionist. I was trying to make sure I had every lyric right. Make sure I'm not looking dead on stage. Make sure I'm
Hmm.
walking back and forth. But like now I'll just be up there chilling. Could just be like, okay, we vibing.
Man, that
And
shit really a sport though
it's a
in
lot.
itself.
It's a lot. It's worse than sports.
So do
Sports are way
you?
less personal.
So you do you still do the fashion thing, like sewing your own clothes and knitting and all that
So
stuff?
I just was on Amazon looking for a sewing machine because I was like,
Trying to create your own style,
my own merch. So I
merch.
wanted like
Okay.
I have a company called Avenue Street. It's my clothing brand, but I just haven't launched it yet.
Right. Right.
So I'm trying to like think of designs and stuff about like what I want to do, how I want to go about making sure it boom when I drop it. Like I want it to be want something. Like it's not gonna be no
Hmm.
rinky dink type of.
So I do see like your videos, like you shoot videos.
Mhm.
I know that is the mood is set, right? 'Cause I feel like you're already a very strategic person. So
Yeah,
like when you making those videos, do you think about the mood?
Yeah.
what you're gonna do during the video,
Hmm.
like the flow of things, because the music already is like
We write scripts.
a whole vibe. For real?
I write scripts for my videos.
Damn.
I direct all my videos.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even know that.
I edit
That's
my videos.
crazy.
All my videos are edited by me, except like two. Like I do all my graphics. I do everything.
Damn.
Like when I say I'm in house, nobody touches my shit. If I don't want you on my shit, you're not touching it. Like
Oh
if you're not
shit.
contracted through me, you're not coming over here. Cause
Yeah.
like I've had people on my page, like even when cause I used to freestyle and stuff. Like I want to say their names, just watching my page and like stealing type shit, like big artists. So it was like I got into the point where like now I
What,
don't.
freestyling live? Like just
I would sit at my computer
and
and just
just
freestyle over beats. And like I didn't realize the importance of like copyrighting your shit, making sure
yeah,
you're
yeah,
not putting your
yeah,
shit out there. So like I'm like, oh, you're in my views, yay!
yeah.
No, he's fucking stealing. Like, hey, hold on.
You
So
ain't read the book Still Like an Artist?
no, I haven't. I haven't. But yeah, I was checking that shit
Woo.
early. And
Yeah.
so like now I just don't really be fucking with nobody. People be fugazi as hell, so I'll be to the neck with a lot
Yeah.
of shit.
So would you get into like copywriting or
Oh yeah.
like you do
My
now?
shit
Okay.
copyrighted. My shit
Okay.
copyrighted, publishing is in. If you think you're gonna play with my shit, I want you to play stupid.
You
It's
stand
not.
on
We're
business.
gonna go to court
You really stand
quick.
on business.
Like this ain't that, babe.
For real. That's crazy. So now I'm learning like you really be standing on business. You're a very, very strategic person.
Mhm.
And then you're very a perfectionist.
Yeah, to a T.
So I know that is stressful, but also it's a gift too.
Hmm.
Because I ain't no perfectionist. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Like I would I'm basically one of those people that just jump off.
I'm not like, and I don't want to say we're a perfectionist. Like everything got it, because I love
Do you think you have to like dive
awkwardness.
in to be
Yeah,
aware?
like I'm an awkward person. Like that's what I'm saying. Like on stage, I'll be awkward. Like I like it. We can laugh
Yeah.
at it. Like I'm that kind of person. So
Okay.
if a sound in my song is off and
Mhm.
I like it, and that's
Yeah,
perfect
yeah,
to me because
yeah.
it don't sound like everybody. So I'm a perfectionist, but I don't let society dictate what's perfect for me. So
Right,
it
right,
kind of be a
right.
different type of conversation.
The American dream.
Like, yeah,
It's
that's just
dead.
everything in America is funny.
He said everything is America's funny. It is true. I agree with you. I agree. I totally agree. But yeah, when I was like thinking about the perfectionist thing, do you really think about like other people
Mhm.
when you make your music?
Yeah,
Like on a deeper level. 'Cause I think perfection is like so complex. It's not really a simple thing.
I'm an overthinker heavy.
Overthinking for real?
When I'm making music, I'll be thinking about like,
I can relate to that overthinking. Like, dude, I'd
yeah,
be like,
that's why I said with this or we didn't even talk about it. Every time freestyle with that song,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had Party Next Door in mind with because I made two songs. That was the weaker version. So basically,
Uh-huh.
not of that same song, but I have two songs. That was the first one to drop. The other song is still in the chamber because it's good. I think I'm gonna actually do something with it.
Hmm.
Every time freestyle was just like a resemblance, and when I was making it, I wanted to make something that was like ambient and
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm getting from it.
still like really close. Like how Party Next Door, his music makes me feel like really spaced out, but it's intimate at like
Yeah,
its
it
core.
is.
So I wanted to make
Love
something
Party
like
Next
that.
Door.
Yeah, like he has a real
For
like
sure.
he had a real little spot right there that's like only his.
Yeah, for real. You're right. You're right. I don't know if that what is that? Trap soul? No, no.
I
I
would
wouldn't
call
even
it
say
like
that.
lo-fi R&B, but they haven't given
Lo-fi.
him his own genre yet. I don't know why, because there's
Wow.
a lot. He had a lot of sons. Him and Frank, a
He
lot of
said
sons. Like they got a lot of sons for real. And it's like it's one thing to be
wow.
inspired by artists and like take inspiration. It's another thing to like the J. Cole rappers. I can't stand them. Like all
Oh
y'all that sound
Lord,
like J.
man.
Cole, all y'all that sound like Kendrick. Like I don't like that rap.
But I
Um,
hey, this is the birthing of
I mean, I don't think they like that shit either. Nobody wants to
nah,
be
nah, nah, they don't.
ripped off. Like we don't want to be like it's okay to like you can say it in a bar. Like why you just not your own person? That is
Yeah,
what be throwing me off. Like you can
for
pay
real.
homage in so many ways, but to imitate is
To
crazy.
imitate a bar and
Yeah,
then
like
not be like, shouting out.
it's weird. It gets weird, and I feel like we don't call it out in R&B enough. Like
Right,
a
right,
lot of
right.
these people, Janae, she got sons. Like and like a lot of people don't be calling this out. Like bro, we need our just due. Like how the rappers they get to beef and be open. Like
Yeah, yeah,
we be
yeah.
having brands we have to maintain, but I'm not really a
Mhm.
my brand is me, so I don't
Yeah.
really gotta watch my mouth. I feel like a lot of the
You don't have to
times.
be proper. You get to
Yeah,
be
like I'm I'm me. I'm professional. I'm chill.
unapologetically
Yeah, but if I got something to
have.
say, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it. So I just feel like yeah, in R&B, a lot of times that we get trapped in these brands and these like images they want us to have, and it's often like be soft and timid and don't
Mhm.
say this and be
Mhm.
mysterious if you're a
Right.
guy and like oh my god, be quiet, like please
There's
stop.
never a beef in R&B.
There's
I've never
never a
heard one.
real. We don't have no R&B like since Chris Brown. That's why I always give him his flowers. Like
Yeah.
he still got the R&B King torch today. Like if it's
Right,
anybody who
right.
I'm really looking at, like okay, this is what it is. It's him because it's like
Mhm.
I've never seen that man not be himself
Right. You
or
right.
an image or
You
like
right.
he's never been like some caricature of like I've never like he's never not been Chris Brown.
But
So
do you think like I don't know, like for your experience, do you feel like having that much influence and having that much like people having access to you, do you feel like that creates a shift in who you are of like trying to be yourself and all that?
yeah, obviously. I mean like certain stuff.
Yeah.
I mean like I said, I'm an overthinker. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it. I move like that.
Mm.
I got y'all signing contracts already. I got y'all doing this. Or like I don't.
Yeah, yeah,
I move
yeah.
like that because I see it for me,
Mhm.
and nobody's gonna be able to see it for me. So I just know to protect myself now and then continuously. So I mean, I don't think it's gonna change a lot for me. I already move privately. I move low key. Even if I'm not moving low key and I'm showing I'm good looking crazy, it's probably something I really don't care about y'all seeing.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you know, I
Yeah,
think I'm
you
good.
so you say like you already overthink or you thinking ahead. How many songs do you make like in a studio session? How many you think you gonna drop?
I can make like I can make a song an hour. Like a good song ready to drop on all platforms. I could finish in an hour, like cut it and he mixing it and get a good little mix and master on it. It
Okay.
takes about an hour.
But do you like do multiple songs
hmm
before you actually like pick the best one?
hmm Well, it depends if I'm going in there for something.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to this, like yesterday, I went to
Hmm.
the studio for a specific feature,
Mm.
and so we took time to like be real meticulous with it. I'm like meticulous with my features because I don't like you know how your parents be like, somebody come over your house, you gotta
Yeah,
make them feel
yeah,
comfortable.
yeah.
I'm like that. So like I'm like that with my features. Like if you coming to tapping me, I feel like
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna get my tens
Hmm.
just so we good.
Well, so that's one thing I want to talk about. Like, what are features like? Like, you having to like really communicate with somebody and like really
Where
be on
are
the
the
same
features?
page.
When are y'all gonna drop the features?
Wait, nobody's
It's
dropped.
like a lot of features in the vault. It's a lot of like stuff I've done.
Oh,
People ain't dropping. It's like a lot of that. That's why I don't
okay.
do a lot of features, and that's why I be like, I stay with
Mm,
my little people.
mm. So many features that haven't dropped.
So many features that been happening. You know how
Why
that
is that
be.
though? Like, if we had to like really look at human nature and then dealing with the
It's
media
so
age.
I would be arrogant to say like, oh, I think it's because I ate you up, partially, but I feel like it's a lot of stuff that
But you
goes
say you're
into that.
competitive, so it has to be
Yeah,
respectable. I don't think it's
it's
arrogant at that
respective.
point.
It's respective.
You already
It's all
let me
respective.
know. Yeah.
I feel like yeah, like don't. I feel like that's like a challenge a little bit. Like if we're collabing on a song, that's different. But like if we're like bring your feature, I feel like you want me to bring my audience. You want me to drop something super
Yeah.
crazy hot that's gonna make this boom and go crazy. So you're
Hmm.
bringing me over here. Like you calling me out. Like now I'm finna go crazy. Now I'm finna
Yeah,
go
that's how you
crazy.
should look at it.
Yeah, so it's
But
like
isn't it like I wouldn't say isn't that like a hip hop perspective?
I like to call myself a singer who like bars. I'm really
Mm, I never heard that before.
yeah, like I don't like
That's a new one.
non-substance. Like my in my music you wouldn't hear that. That's why I be dropping real
Yeah,
rap songs so people be like
right, right. Because they
don't
wouldn't
try to
expect
box
that.
me in. Like don't I'm trying to tell y'all don't box me in. I just don't got the budget to show y'all how crazy it's gonna get. But
That's
when I get it,
crazy.
y'all gonna see.
Singer
A singer who like
who
bars.
like
My music,
bars.
you can hear it in my a lot of my songs that I construct for real. Like every
Yeah.
time I freestyle, you're not gonna like you can hear it come out when I'm freestyling, but
Mm.
like you won't acknowledge like they don't acknowledge it for us. Like a lot of the singers, our pens are crazy. We can out rap y'all. We're being serious. There's a lot of rappers I can out rap. Like if we go on a track together, animation wise, lyrically, like diction, tone, control.
Wow.
It's not the same. It's really not the same
Is
at all.
that? Do you think that's why rappers are starting to like bring in the singing part?
No, they're trying to take it
No.
over. You see, we don't have no T-Pain and Plies. I see that's going viral right now on TikTok. We don't have no more of that. They're
Yeah.
scared of the singers. They want to be Little Dirk and sing on the song. They don't want us on the tracks no more. They want to sing themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like we don't have that R&B hip hop
The
no more.
collaboration
That
of it no
relationship
more.
is dead. Y'all gotta let that go.
Wow.
That died in the 90s. They don't like us.
So, what is your perspective now?
I'm still with it. That's my thing. But it's
Yeah.
like me one openly being queer,
Hmm.
that'd be a problem. So a lot of features don't drop because we'll get in the studio and then you dropping the song with who and you doing the what?
Yeah.
So now the song's not coming out no more. And it's like, I don't know what's going on. You know, I don't really know what's going on. So I stay to my what I do and what I know.
The see the whole queer thing is that's more that's more of an issue with them though,
That's what I'm
right?
saying. But it's
Okay.
like
That's
the
what I be
people,
thinking.
it's the hip hop. It's not like them. Them is hip
Okay,
hop.
yeah, they
Them is the
the
culture of hip hop.
traditional culture of hip hop. I got you.
It like we got rappers wearing nail
Tight ass
polish and
jeans and
skirts being
empires.
homophobic on
Yeah,
record.
yeah,
Like literally going home, like being homophobic on
yeah.
record. You
Correct,
have your
correct.
nails painted. You're doing all this societal, like, like what society
Uh
views
huh.
as feminine or
Yeah,
queer type behavior,
correct.
but you're being homophobic. Like, what is the flip here? Like, I don't be getting the flip, and it just be like it's a lot of this going on, and then at the lower level, it's just
S-
like we don't. I don't have time to even sit and talk to you. I
So
don't
my
have
big
time.
thing is, what they say in church: come as you are.
Yeah,
Don't like for I think for people like as long as you know that person is who they are and you don't have to find that out,
but
we
that's not the
straight.
problem.
Yeah,
It
so that's
be
not the problem.
internalized problems. Because
Yeah.
if you straight and you can't even take a man hitting on you,
Hmm.
that's a problem with you. Like it's not.
Okay.
So why is he hitting? Because gay people exist. Like get over yourself. Like
That
or
is true. That's
go
true.
find yourself, whichever one you need to do. But to be sitting here like, oh, nobody can hit you, and Brian, you know I ain't like doing.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
kid a
yeah.
player. Like y'all just this new generation. They're not player.
So
They're
that's
not
what
like
I'm learning. It's mostly
yeah.
like emotional intelligence, like having to deal with those type of things.
Not even that. They be spiking up
Yeah,
because they know it's gonna get a reaction or they know it's gonna look a certain way, so
yeah,
they don't gotta control themselves.
yeah.
They don't gotta second guess it.
Like if you're really secure in yourself, then it don't really matter. That's what I was thinking.
My partner Angel,
Yeah,
he's straight as hell,
yeah.
but we went in the studio, we made good songs together. So
Hmm.
it's like y'all worried about the wrong shit. Like you're worried about the wrong shit. So I wasn't even worried. I'm worried about eating
When I
you
heard
out.
that, I instantly heard about a Kendrick Lamar song. He's like, "Y'all put energy in wrong shit."
You worried about all this in your pen suck. I heard your bars like 8 different songs and 8 different songs, like these melodies. I heard it 7 different times. You worried about
Oh
what?
shit! Are you spitting bars?
Like, but no, I'm just like when we really break it down, like y'all don't
Yeah.
even have ground to stand on. Like the fact that I'm a businessman, so I know what a network is gonna look like, and I
Mm,
know who I should be doing business, who I should be collaborating with. But don't let that boost your head up.
yeah.
Like this was just so you. I gave you praises and flowers. Like we doing business. Like
Right.
let's keep
Right.
this business, but don't sit up here and try to take it
Take it
outside of
personal.
business. Like
Right.
don't
Personal.
do that because if I start going deep, it's gonna be an issue.
Dang.
Yeah,
So
but that's a
like,
lot of these. A lot
so
of
like
these things.
networking, you businessman. Does that come before music, or do you
Yes.
feel like it should always be that
It
way?
should always be come before music.
Because like you
The
said,
business is 80%.
freestyling
Yeah, it's 80% business,
for
20%
real.
talent. You should. That's like somebody told me when I was a kid. Don't go to school for music. You know how to sing. Why would you go to school
Mm.
for some teach them something you know? Like go to
Wow.
school and go learn about a contract or something. And like my mom, she would make me, watch videos and stuff on like the Illuminati and stuff as a kid when she heard I was singing and she knew I like could
Oh
sing. So it
wow.
was like I'm kind of like
And that
not.
deals with contracts.
I mean, no,
You don't think so?
the fear I got from that, I
Okay.
then was able to, because there it's a generational divide. So my mom, she was
Mhm.
coming from like the demons, the devils, the
Right.
Illuminati, and
Right.
I'm
Right.
like,
Right.
well,
Right.
it's everybody's really not like that, and it's kind of like this where you get messed up like this in a
Yeah.
contract,
Uh
and
huh.
they mess you over on the business side. Now you're saying it's this big grand coup de grace, and it's really
Yeah.
not. You just got messed over because you didn't know your contract. And now
Mm.
you're mad. You're saying they stole this from you, stole that from. They didn't steal anything from you. You didn't read your contract. You didn't read
Wow.
your contract and you signed something. You signed your whatever, not your life.
Signed
If
your
it's your
masters
life,
over.
if it's your life,
Your masters for
yeah. If it's
sure.
your likeness or whatever that could be, but you're hitting with high stakes. Like that's like going into a
Blindside, like
court and not knowing why you're getting arraigned or something. Like you
yeah.
just going in here and you don't know what's going on. Like that's stupid.
So the legal lawful side of just like dealing with
Mhm.
contracts, like contract law,
Yeah.
that make a lot of sense because even I don't even think not too many artists really mention their contracts, and
Because they not
then
reading them.
yeah, they not read them.
They
They
giving
just
them
care
to the
about the
manager.
money.
They giving it to the
Yeah,
manager, and the manager get
and
money
the
on the
manager
back
probably
end and
not.
fuck them over. And now you're fucked over and you got a chain in an Instagram
And so
video.
that and your focus is real big on independence,
Not even independence. I want to go to a label. I'm
or
just
just
not
more
getting fucked
so
over
of
by a label.
okay, in
Yeah.
house, make sure you don't get fucked over.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't got no problem with the people. I
yeah,
look, this is business. If we doing good business, we doing good business. I don't got no problem with nobody.
best business practices and all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
like I don't got no problem with nobody. I ain't clicky. I ain't with none of that shit. I'm
Mm,
about getting my money. So if we're not playing with my money and everything looks right, I'm so for the label. I'm so for the resources that come with the label because that's basically what it is. I could do this shit myself, but y'all got all these on the radars, Genius, all these little publications and all these little
yeah.
things y'all see. They're under labels. They're
Hmm.
tapped in with these labels, and that's why their artists get first pick at them. So me as an independent artist trying to come in and submit my Google form request to get on the platform, that shit getting brushed over. Cause y'all, you getting tapped in on the
Yeah.
back end by the labels. So it's like, yeah, you need to get through the labels at least to know who's the
Mm.
who's and what's the what's and meets and brush shoulders is, and then you can go on about your day. But to be sitting here, oh, the labels, like I hate that. I really don't like that.
Yeah,
Like they're not doing anything to you people.
they're not.
And we just see what happened with Ice Spice. If you dumb, you dumb. Like we see what happened with
I
Megan.
didn't even see all that.
Ice Spice got a good ass deal.
I be trying to keep up. I ain't gonna lie.
Ice
I
Spice got
feel
a
like
fire ass deal.
I don't know, 28. I feel like I just can't keep up. The
Age ain't
kids be telling
shit.
me.
Age ain't shit for real.
The kids
Killer
be
Mike
putting
just
me
on my
on.
Instagram.
You
Yeah,
right.
age
Age
ain't
ain't shit
shit.
for
But
real.
like,
Cause
we
people look
need
at
y'all to
me.
tap back in. Yeah, the millennials y'all tapped out a little bit on us.
Yeah.
Like, and with Gen Z, y'all blame us for shit. And it's like, well, y'all kind of were supposed to be here, and y'all went on about y'all own little journey and
For
left
real. Cause I
us.
mean, you gotta look at it this way. The generation for us even failed. And then it's like,
Mhm. Nah,
that's why I try to connect
y'all
with
had
people.
technology though.
Yeah, you're right.
Y'all fucked us over
We
with
didn't
that.
really use it
No,
like the way y'all
y'all didn't
use it.
prep us for that at all. It was like,
Nah.
man, we got computers and y'all start leaving. Y'all was running away. Y'all was trying to go meet each other. Y'all generation was a little crazy. I ain't gonna lie. All right, we watched a lot of that. That's what I
That's
am.
true. That's
I
true.
watched a lot of
Y'all
it, so that's why
did.
I'd be like, okay, swerve.
And so I was
Like,
thinking like when I hear myself say, we weren't like that in school. We ain't do none of that. But then I think now that I'm a teacher and I see it, I'm like, maybe it's because I was in my own world and I had my own perspective already.
y'all were the freedom
That's why I
riders.
didn't see what I was actually doing. But now I'm seeing it as a teacher. I'm like, we were actually doing that. The only thing is, they actually have social media. They can see it a lot faster. That's
Not
the
even
only
just stuff
thing.
like that. Like even just mechanisms. Like we
Yeah,
all be doing the same stuff, and we just have access to do it, and y'all looking at us
a
do it, so
lot
y'all can
faster.
judge
Yeah,
us way
yeah,
quicker
you're
and at
right.
your thumbs,
Get the
way
judge the
faster.
process faster and be
Yeah,
like,
like and y'all teachers, y'all might all think y'all wasn't doing nothing because y'all wasn't reliving it. We
yeah,
relived this shit. I'm gonna go watch this.
right, right. That
Like
makes sense.
we're reliving this in real time every
Damn.
day. When I get off here, I gotta go watch this. I gotta go book something else, and I gotta go
Yeah.
watch it again and book it. Like we're seeing this shit over and over again. Like
Damn.
when people used to go to the radio station back in the day, you was on audio. You could have. They Whitney
You
was
couldn't
calling
see
in cousin
yourself.
Wendy out with her bonnet on. Like you
Yeah.
feel me? Like they wasn't tripping about none of this. We got to trip about so much other shit and be like, okay,
So do you think y'all are in the stage of perfection almost? Because you're able to, like you say,
it's
you're able
like
to
a
relive it and
delusion.
see yourself.
It's a delusion. Like
Okay.
we're like, oh, we're not perfect, but we're like subconsciously attempting to be via
That
social media. Like it's like
okay.
we're all like a little fucked up. We're a little
Yeah,
fucked up.
yeah, yeah.
We're a little fucked up. But I feel like our shit is we got it better because at least we got more access to shit that can help us. So we be
Right, right,
knowing what
right,
we
right.
talking about. I just feel like we won't change it. Like we'll know
Mm-hmm.
what something is. Like you'll know if like you're depressed and like
Yeah.
you're going through like nicotine withdrawals and shit like that. Like you'll know that type of
Yeah.
shit because TikTok, you can go on TikTok and see it now. Like y'all
Mm-hmm.
didn't really have that. So it's like
We
I
have
don't know.
Vine.
I didn't know what was going on. For real, like Vine, and that was some
Vine
funny
was
shit.
bullshit
TikTok didn't
entertainment.
took over Google. TikTok surpassed Google as the #1 search engine in its first year.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
like they're not playing. Like TikTok is like really the thing today. So we don't, and you got to think that's like
Wow.
for visual learners. So we have a whole bigger, broader audience of people who were just like, if you in class, if you was a visual learner and your teacher
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a visual teacher, you was just not getting that information. We can go on TikTok and fact check everything. We can go on TikTok and really
Mm.
see somebody doing this and building this and instruction manuals. They're building it in front of you. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's really different. It's a different time. Because I was watching when we didn't have phones. Like I got my first phone, it was a Nokia and stuff, but I was a kid watching when we didn't have it, seeing family structure when we didn't have social media, we didn't have phones. Like I had my first iPod Shuffle when it came out. It's like, yeah,
I do remember family structure though. It was very
way different,
different. Yeah, very different.
way different.
More
Yo, you're
more.
following out your family on social media. Like this shit getting crazy. Like, hey, it's getting crazy as hell.
For
But
real.
it's
That shit is crazy. I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, you really could fall out any fucking time.
you will follow out, and it be about something though, because it's easier to call it out now. A lot of the
Mm.
languages are now easier to spot on social media. Like if somebody hating on the low, like you see them throwing blims, you can easily
Oh,
like
you
I can
can.
see like I see you hating, bitch.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
trying to act like you ain't hating, ho. Like it's way easier to see it now than like back in the day when you had to really judge a character, be around a character to judge them for
Right, right, right,
real.
right.
Like now I can look at your page and see what you be typing on Twitter, see your replies, see your verbiage,
Mm.
see how you talk to people, see how you don't talk on certain stuff. Like all that goes into play. Like if you're not thinking about it, you're
Damn.
fucked over because we've been thinking about it. I'm not even wanting well being around the cow kids,
Yeah.
that's the number one public institute in the world. So it's like brushing shoulders with them definitely made me smarter about like 15%. But like
Holy shit.
they're yes, a lot of shit we're behind. Like I'm behind. Being around them, I'm like, what the fuck? They're building robots and shit in front of me. My friend
What?
is a neuroscientist. My friend, the one I told you about, she's a
Yeah.
neuroscientist from Cal Berkeley. Like she be working on all type of shit. Like I'm like, I don't
He
know
said
what the
we're
fuck.
behind.
Like we are no, we're really
Damn. You're
behind.
right.
And I'm like, and just in my realm too, in entertainment, we're behind. It's like the people, it's the artists.
So
Like
what do
y'all
you
need to
mean
get
by
up.
that? What do you mean
These
by
old
being
people,
behind? Like what
they
is
gotta
it?
go. These old weirdos, these predators, y'all gotta
Uh,
go. So wrap it up. They just took UMG music off TikTok. Let's take over TikTok as independent artists or something. Like we need to something need to give or shake at
yeah.
this point because it's like it's not in our favor at all. And I don't like being fucked
Mm.
over. And being that I'm so voicious, they're already like I don't have managers or stuff right now because people
Don't want to deal with that.
they don't want me to know what
Somebody
I
being
know.
strong. Okay, exactly. One,
They
no, you
don't want
know.
me to know what I know. They
That's what I
don't
was
want
thinking. What makes you dangerous? Like,
they
and
don't
then
want
you're
me to
not
know what I
afraid to
know.
speak on it.
Yeah, so it'd be a problem sometimes. But I'm learning to play dumb.
Yeah.
Hopefully by a year I can really got it down to play dumb. I'm trying my best to learn to just smile and
Uh,
nod. But it'd be hard sometimes when you know it's right. It'd be like, but yeah, if you ain't playing the game, you're gonna get took out the game. So
yeah,
it's
you
that.
do. You do have to play the game.
Yeah.
Play the game, and then eventually, when you played it enough, and you know how to like, I guess, navigate it.
Mhm.
Then you can go about making those changes.
I'll make my own game.
But also, I always think like artists, like independent artists too, about the masters.
That's not even really a big thing now
Yeah.
because well to people who know, but yeah,
Yeah,
people
yeah,
are
yeah.
stupid. I keep
Yeah.
forgetting people stupid. Um, if you know it's not a big thing because you know what to ask for, you know what is needed to keep your masters, and you know
Mhm.
sometimes giving up your masters is really not I would let y'all keep some of my masters if I get to keep the bigger chunk of publishing.
Yeah.
So I'm not tripping off that. Like it's certain stuff. If you know what you're talking about when you go into the label and you know
Mhm.
what your stats look like and
Yeah.
you're like that's why my website I can pull up my stats, my
Yeah, yeah,
sales,
yeah.
who's on my stuff, how long they're on my stuff, where they're checking in from,
Uh-huh.
the international connections I have. So it's like you're not finna come talk to me trying to lowball me and I know what the fuck I got going on.
Right.
Now if you don't know what you got going on, you're not even in control of the conversation. So you walking in the meeting already finna get blindsided because they're finna come say some shit and you're not even gonna know what they're talking about. And now you just signed away all your shit.
Yeah. So now I'm seeing a bigger picture when you saying that.
Yeah.
It's like somebody who's super talented on YouTube
Mhm.
and they're putting up numbers, but they don't own that video
You don't
at
even
that
that's
point.
not your video. And then
Yeah, it's not your
often
video anymore.
what they fuck us over now is they'll make these blogs. We have all these fucking blogs and they
Mhm.
make these YouTube channels and then they're like, come put your video on our channel. And they go and get to the hood and they go and get all the hood kids that don't know no better to make their own channel because you already lit in the hood. Make your
Right.
own fucking channel and keep all your revenue. You going and putting
So
your
they
video.
don't know about websites.
Nobody knows about being the CEO of their own shit. Nobody knows about
Right.
SEOs. Nobody knows about like the back ends of like securing data and presenting it. Because that's the thing when you go into the meeting with the labels and you go into the meeting with these people,
Uh-huh.
if you not presenting yourself, they're gonna tell you what you finna be. and that's what we're not like. So that's what I'm not going for. So like,
Damn.
I know what's going on right here and what we got going on. So you either gonna get on board or I'm just gonna keep moving on without you. So it's kind of how it is.
Shit.
But yeah, they be
I
doing, they be
didn't.
snatching them up. They be putting their videos. They put y'all videos on these YouTube pages that stay video, and they getting all your revenue from it. And you think you getting all this clout, but you're not getting no money. Y'all
You
need to
ain't getting
keep y'all
no
money.
money.
You don't even got no merch going. You just making these songs. You getting all this clout in the
Mhm.
hood. They bring you in these studio sessions and shit, but they're not paying you for saying your little 1-2 lines that they gonna put on this bigger
Yeah.
artist song. So now you just got
Right.
finessed out your lines. You got finessed out your YouTube.
Mhm.
You got finessed out the money you paid for that videographer to put the video on the platform. You're just getting finessed. Then we don't get money off streaming. That's why I keep telling people buy my song, because the streaming shit is a
Mm.
scam. You could go show somebody 50,000 fucking streams and it'd be like, okay, yeah, you got those 50,000 streams, but you're not selling anything. So you're still at level zero. And that's how they'll come talk to y'all stupid ass, because you don't got no sales. Nobody's buying your shit. You have no lucrative
Mm.
pressure. You're not nobody. You don't have no. They're not looking at you as money. It's not dollar signs. Streams, we might give you a little acne patch branding. That's about it. But like, if you're not getting no money, you
Yeah.
ain't getting no money. Like,
Damn.
that's why the drug dealers be the best musicians when they trans over, because it's the hustle.
Wow.
They already got the selling. So when I come in and I'm selling, I see my money ain't right because the streaming shit.
Yeah.
What's going on? I'm finna move. I'm finna dip.
Make shift.
I'm finna go over here. Rick Ross went and got him some
Damn.
wings. Nikki was
So
pushing.
that's why they was saying rap game like the crack game.
Yeah. Nikki, she be pushing her records.
Wow.
Nikki pushed records, and that's why she's Nicki Minaj, because she
Hmm.
pushes records.
Records.
It's not like she doing something else. She ain't pushing no clothes. She
No
ain't no modeling shit.
business.
She pushed music,
Music.
and that's hard to do. Like, it's real. It's
Yeah.
really hard to do. Like, to get people to buy. I didn't got
Hmm.
into arguments with people. So I'm like, buy my song. They're like, you selling a song for $1? Not even knowing that's the average price, because they
Right.
don't buy music, because it's not y'all not. It's not required for y'all to appreciate our art.
Yeah.
Y'all just going and you that $6 you paid to Spotify. We don't. What the fuck I'm gonna do with six? What amount of that $6 do you think I got? What amount did you think I got from that? I didn't get
$12.99
nothing.
a month. That only goes to them,
I didn't get none of
right?
that money. Y'all didn't got
Do you
all my
have to pay to
music.
put your music on
We
there?
gotta pay to put our shit on there.
See.
You gotta pay to put. You gotta make it. We gotta pay 200 something in the studio to make the shit. If you on a regular studio, then you gotta put the shit
Yeah.
out. You gotta make cover art. You gotta pay for that if you don't know how to do graphics, or you
Uh-huh.
can't just take a picture. And like, it's so much shit that go into this. And then by the
Shit.
time you 600, 500 in a hole behind one single, you put it on streaming, you ain't gonna see about $3 until you get like 3,000 streams. And you're not even gonna see it because they pay quarterly, so you're not gonna see it. You're gonna see it
Damn.
later. And then they have a limit on the thing, on the website you distribute through. There's a
Mhm.
limit. Like, there's like a $10 minimum where you can't cash out if it's not $10. So even if the quarter come and your shit didn't get streamed, you're not getting no money. Like, that shit is crazy to me. Like, and I'm
Shit,
sitting
you
here
not
like, y'all
getting no
taking
money.
this? I'm like, now that I'm old enough to really see what's going on, y'all taking this? Like, y'all sat there and took this? Y'all tweaked out on my mom. Y'all, there's something going on with y'all. Like, there's no way I was finna sit there and just, no
Damn.
fucking way. No way. No way. No way. No
Man,
way.
you have a bright future for shit show.
I probably don't. They probably gonna try to get me out of here. Y'all gotta buy my
Man,
shit so they can't take
nah.
me off the map.
They
Buy my
can't,
shit on
man.
iTunes, y'all, because they gonna come for me. No cap.
They
Buy my
can't,
shit.
bro. They ain't gonna cover you.
Buy my shit. They
Do you
is.
put yours on title too?
It's on everything. It's on
See,
everything.
so you got title. I mean,
Title is it's free.
same thing.
It's
Streaming.
free.
Damn,
You're not
bro.
paying me for my shit. That's like you baking a cake. Somebody come take your cake and give it to somebody else for their birthday, and they pay them the $20.
See, that's why my mentor is
like
like so big. He was like, "Yo, you gotta have a website. You gotta have a website. You gotta have a website." He was like, "YouTube can go leave any day." I was like, "Fuck!" I'm like an employee to YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm an employee to Instagram.
Nobody
Instagram go
has
anytime.
their own shit because we're so caught up in. They make branding so big for our generation with like
Uh-huh.
ads and phones, and we seeing ads every 3 seconds. Like, we thinking all these damn logos is the way to go. Make your own fucking logo.
So do you?
Fuck them.
So nothing has really changed.
From
It's
what?
just, it seems like the logos are getting bigger. You
Yeah,
get what I'm
there's more
saying?
logos.
Because you have this,
We left Vine.
you have
We
this,
got TikTok.
right? Yeah, TikTok. But you have this, and they're trying to get commercials to be 3 seconds. Imagine that. You swiping, boom, 3 seconds. Swiping,
You see
boom.
the what is they called?
That makes sense. The logos are getting bigger.
The Asian. Have you seen those Asian like promoters where they like at the boutiques and they like promoting, and they only have 1 second to promote the product.
Right.
And this is like their culture.
They're
like,
moving fast as fuck.
Swipe the box. Swipe. They think we finna get like that, and y'all feeding us all type of weird animals and pumping them up and shit, and we're fucking slow. We're not. That's not us.
But that's the thing. If you slow, If you slow, I
But
mean,
we're not
you'll take it.
programmed. Y'all don't have control over us like they got control over their people. We're not
Mm,
programmed.
yeah.
We're rampant and dumb. Like that's why. What's that movie they call it? That movie that just came out on Netflix. With the move with they was like
Leave the world behind? No.
was it that one?
Leave the world behind with the cyber attack.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're
leave
gonna
the
do
world
that
behind.
to us. Like that, the rule he said where they're so chaotic, it doesn't even take anything
It don't
to
take
make them kill
anything.
themselves. That's us. That is
That's
us.
true.
We're killing ourselves.
I can
Like,
see that because when I take a kid's phone, I'm like, put your phone away. They start
but
tweaking.
that's because we're closer to our phones than we are to people now. Like my whole life on my phone. I'm a tweak too, and I was tweaking in high school when
Yeah.
my life was on my phone. Like so, it was like no. You think you're gonna take my mom? Anybody? Y'all not taking my phone? Like, what's going on? What you think is going on? Like, nah, what? So
That's
yeah, it just was becoming a
crazy.
problem. But our generation is like that. Like yeah, the phones is just your pictures, your messages, your contacts. It used to be important to people. Their phone books used to be important. We just got it right here
Bro, I
now.
don't even look at a phone book. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, when I could just Google it.
But that used to be the thing. It used to be important back then.
Yeah.
It was an improvement. I feel like we look at it so bad nowadays, but that's the problem. Y'all need to start incorporating phones into the literature. Have them kids come in your class and log in on their phone on an app that you made.
Wow. Yeah.
Y'all, it's not moving quick. Y'all slow. Like
Education is stupid slow.
y'all are not thinking with your
I'm
brain, and
like,
it's like
bro.
y'all want to have the teachers fighting the kids over their phone. Like these kids don't have to go home and be these kids be going home to no parent. I was
Right.
taking the bus in elementary, middle school. I was fighting teachers who try to take my phone. I got to get on the bus. I have to check the bus time with my phone. You're not taking my phone. Like, what are you talking
Right.
about?
And I
Like,
get praised if I take the kid's phone up. Oh, you got him putting the phone?
don't take no kid phone. These kids,
Bruh.
I was a heenie. I was outside, really, and like even when I didn't want to go home, I wasn't
Mhm.
going home. I was outside, and my phone was the only thing keeping me safe.
Yeah.
If you
That's
want to tell a
true.
kid and discipline a kid,
Uh-huh.
you taking their property is only going to cause a divide in between you and them. That's psychology. They don't even got nothing to do with nothing. You just need to stop taking people's stuff. You're obviously going to cause a problem.
But I even learned like your iPhone has a intellectual property. Like when you, I guess, pass away or anything. I even did it. I put my mom on it.
Yeah,
I put her name. So whenever I pass
the
away or
pictures and
whatever,
stuff go.
everything goes to her. My data, everything. I learned that through Instagram about, contract law. That's what I've been
This is what
learning.
we need to be focused on. Where's the world going? Like as teachers, that's the best thing. Cause I taught special needs kids for like
Yeah.
a couple, literally at the end of COVID coming back, and it was a crazy experience for me. But it was just like I seen they're not being stimulated correctly.
Yeah.
Like y'all are like we're not
No.
doing it right. We're
No.
not doing it right. We
No.
got these old
Methods.
methods, and it's like every other industry in the world has changed except the education industry on a grade school level. College students, we get new buildings and new science buildings every day. Y'all still got my little cousins and them reading these rinky dink ass books on these wooden bookshelves and shit. Like, what are y'all doing? Like,
Yeah.
what are y'all really doing? And that's when it matters. If we faction these kids for real and was like, what you want to do, like, and really put them in stuff that was good
Exactly
for
what
them,
yeah.
they would like they would decide. Like I knew I wanted to be in arts as in elementary school. I was in plays,
But
signing up
the core
myself.
courses and all that shit makes it, man.
Now I've never did no long fucking division in my life ever since leaving a grade
Bruh,
school. That
I ain't
shit
never
is
did any
what
binomial, polynomials. This shit's
I ain't
crazy.
used I ain't used none of it.
Geometry,
I
none of
ain't
that.
used none of it.
Mm.
And I design clothes.
Right.
That's my
That's what
thing.
I
So
was thinking.
I didn't need it for that. We had measurement sticks. I didn't need it. If we have the tools already for this,
Mhm.
why are you wasting my time teaching me this? If this don't got nothing to do with what we're actually going to be doing.
Yeah.
But they don't want us to have our lives figured out. They want us to waste all this time when we're young so they can fuck us up. And then by the time we get old, we really be like, what the fuck going on? Like, oh, I got wait bills. I ain't even gonna do shit yet. Like, wait, hold on, like that's fucked up. Like that's
Oh
really fucked up.
shit.
But like,
That's true.
save the kids, give the kids their phones,
That's
let
true.
them go on TikTok. If you doing an assignment in class,
Yeah,
do
yeah,
this,
yeah. Okay.
do a video in your class,
Mhm.
give them an assignment, and see how well they do on the
They
assignment
get so
on
fucking
TikTok.
excited when I'm like, yo, let's use our phone. They like,
Like,
yay. That's just
bro,
awesome.
it
Now
makes
I'm
kids
starting to figure
excited
it
to
out.
learn. Like our learning is not the same as let's sit down and come in class and line up
And
outside
listen
the
to a
door.
lecture. They hate
It's
that
not the same for these
shit.
kids, bro. They go home and sit in front of an iPad and the PS4 all day.
Yeah.
Get these kids a teacher needs to make a disc that they can play on the game, the educational game. Like, why are y'all not thinking
Mhm.
outside the box.
But
Like,
they
why are
don't.
we
I mentioned that.
like here's something like
They
some
won't fund it though.
make it. It's just
Minecraft is big for world geography. They won't fund it. They won't fund it. So that's a whole thing in itself.
and then yeah, I know y'all be having problems with the curriculum y'all have to teach in class, and that be the problem for real. So I'm like, as a principal, I ain't gonna lie, I'm cutting. We gonna act like we doing shit, and y'all gonna actually get these kids right. Like I ain't gonna lie, like that shit ain't gonna fly. Like that's really weird to me.
For real.
Just be fucking kids over like that. Like, and then we get older, y'all wanna fuck us over some more. Like, that's why the entertainment industry so fuck for child stars. It's really so crazy. Like, it's so crazy beyond measures of which y'all ever can imagine. It's the craziest shit ever, ever, ever in life. And they never talk about it. And it's like these kids are fucked up. These kids are fucked up. Like,
Fuck
save these
that.
kids for real from these people that need to be out the industries.
Yeah. So do you have any like last questions to ask me
When you go buy my song.
after this? We gonna chop it up like for real.
Okay. All
Yeah, I
right.
got. Well, I mean, I got a lot more questions, but
So yeah, I don't got a question. I'm just saying, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to
mhm.
avemacarthur.com, AVEMACARTHR.com. Go stream me. Go buy my songs on Amazon, iTunes. Subscribe to my YouTube. All that good stuff. Yeah.
All right, you heard it. Av, we out.
Bye.
Peace.